Welcome to The Connect with your hosts, Kristina Lee, Krista Escamilla, Shauna Garcia, and me, Natalie Cargile. We inspire, we influence, and we network. Are you ready to slay this new week? Let's go.
Well, happy Saturday. Welcome to the Connect Network on Fox 24. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
I've got the dream team with me this morning, and we are blessed to have an amazing guest co-host, Natalie Sorensen. Welcome, Nat. Well, you're ready to, of course, share all the ways that you are leveling up your brand, and you're right here in Texas, which is fun too, in the Dallas area. Is that right?
I am.
Prosper. You're in the right city for you because, girl, you are prospering. And that is what we are all coming to do. So you have an amazing line called Stand Out Glam with lashes and tanning products. And you've also got the halo extensions on deck. Yes, I purchased my own from you a couple months ago. I just love it. You've had such a background in entrepreneurship. I think you mentioned that you and your husband have started like more than 9 companies. Talk a little bit about how you first got into entrepreneurship.
Okay, awesome. So I pretty much always knew I wanted to be in business. My dad had his own business my whole life, and he made it look so easy. He was the type who left his briefcase out the door and all the problems that went with it. So he made it just look real simple. So I actually didn't go the traditional route, said no to college. I got my cosmetology license in high school, and when I was still 18, opened my first business in my hometown where I grew up in Lubbock, Texas. And I felt like I just wanted to learn business through action. And 5 years later, I sold that. The profits were able to pay for my kids' college, who I didn't even know that I would have, basically. And from then, after becoming a mom, the biggest challenge for me is how to be a mom and be the mom that I grew up with a stay-at-home mom, and be the entrepreneur that I knew that I was meant to be. So that's where the term mompreneur kind of came in, because I was like, you can be both, you can have it all. So that led me into the network marketing industry, because what's the easiest thing to do to, create and launch a home-based business in that industry. 7 figures later, multiple companies, lots of fun, helped thousands of people. I kind of had this shake that was like, okay, I want to do something that's mine where I have total control. Any women out there can relate to being a control freak. That was kind of me. So we didn't completely step away, but I was like, I want to launch, my own company, my own brand. And Standout was birthed by really, truly just wanting to share with the world all the things that I love and that I share anyways. Beauty's always been my passion, because I felt that confidence came through beauty, like beauty products, whether it's just one tiny little product, but when you use it and you feel better about yourself, it boosts your confidence and you can live a happier, more fulfilled life. So I just loved always sharing products like that. So Standout was kind of all about launching the things that, I use on a daily basis and people are always asking me about. And now I have, my own line to share those things with the world.
If there's business women out there, or women thinking, I want to get into this business, I really want to follow the path that Natalie has done, which sounds exciting, and it probably takes a lot of courage, but what is the main piece of advice you would give them to start down that path?
I say start before you're ready. And one of my very favorite quotes is, success is inevitable when failure isn't an option. And I just feel like it's a mindset to say leap, and the net will appear. I had no idea about Shopify or e-commerce, even though I'd been in business for a really long time. And I was like, it's just a whole nother beast that I'm ready to conquer, So I got in it, and you just learn every single day. One thing I know that as a mom, I teach my kids is that I'm always learning. Literally, they're watching me watch a webinar, listen to a podcast, everything's always growing and evolving. And so when they jump in the car and they really want to listen to music or whatever, they know that Audible is probably playing, and they'll have to wait till, it's over or whatever. So I definitely think that it's just always willing to just go for it. And know that, I feel like I remember asking my dad, I was just telling my husband this a couple of days ago. I remember asking him, tell me all the mistakes you made so I'll never make any and I can be like the perfect business owner. And he laughed at me and he was like, none of mine even matter. I'm in the automobile business and you're in the beauty business. So my mistakes won't necessarily help you grow, but yours will. So he's like, fail often, fail forward. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't what I wanted to hear. I wanted it to be a little easier than that. But the biggest mistakes I've made in business are the reason why I'm the incredible business owner that I am at this point. So
how do you go about setting up your social media?
So I do have the 2 different accounts, which, I've always grown my personal brand with everything that I've done. So the biggest following on Facebook or Instagram is my personal brand. And that is all about color, crazy life with kids, having tons of fun, traveling. The whole way that you curate your feed is just, to me, it was just all about color. And it's always changing seasonally or different things like that. But I keep like a folder in my phone that's like on brand photos, just already edited that I have done that I always have there to use. And then I sporadically just do real life stuff that happens in between. So it's not perfect and I don't ever lay it all out. It's just like, if I need content, I have kind of like my library, and then on the fly, I'm always, just using my own. I don't use any filter per se. I do my own and my own photos. And so I just go to a similar photo, edit it, post it. And then Stand Out, the brand's all about just like tropical brightness and the whole quote of why fit in when you're born to stand out. I just feel like everybody should. Lots of people for years were like, I just can't pull off that color lipstick. I'm like, try it. I think anybody can. If you have lips, you can do this, just go for it. So definitely when people see pineapples or bright colors or fun patterns, it can be dead of winter and I'll be busting out a magenta colored wool coat. That's just who I am. And we have a giveaway today from Standout Glow. Away a full set of the ultra dark, the gradual tanning, and a tanning mitt to someone watching the show. And anyone else who wants to shop, they're going to get 20% off the entire site all the way through July as well with the coupon code CONNECT. So happy shopping some Standout products.
I love that so much. Well, Natalie, stay with us. More women in business coming up after the break. But first, here's this week's Minute with Marcy.
Welcome to this week's Minute with Marcy. It is summertime, guys. We are all outside. We're wearing bathing suits. We're at the lake. We're wearing sundresses. Unsightly hair is not something that we want to be dealing with right now. We are so excited at MC Aesthetics to welcome the Triton laser hair removal device. This machine is truly amazing, guys. Our patients who have previously had hair removal with a different device are providing feedback that is phenomenal. This machine removes hair in much fewer treatments, which means less money. It's more comfortable, and most importantly, it's safe for all skin types. So for the first time, everyone is a candidate for laser hair removal. You don't have to be a celebrity to feel like one. Our top-of-the-line Russian hair extensions provide a more natural feel, faster blow-dry time, and a full wait line. Real MC hair extensions are available to all stylists, and all extensions are available the same day. Come in and feel the difference for yourself.
Welcome back to the Connect Show on Fox 24. So excited about our next guest. We have a local favorite, and that is Britney with Flying Cow Tallow. Welcome, Brit. So happy to have you here. You're also a member of the Connect, and we are just literally mesmerized and amazed at how you have continued bossing, like leveling up despite the COVID. Tell us a little bit about your product and what makes your products unique.
Well, I think one of the main things is we hand make it right here in this store. It was out of my house for a couple years, but it's out of my kitchen, thank the Lord. And so we handcraft it right here, and all the ingredients are natural. And so there's no preservatives, there's nothing bad in there. So it's going to be, you can use it on your kids, your babies, your teens, and know that there's not going to be any harsh chemicals. And it works. So a lot of times you get something natural and you're like, it's okay. But this stuff, it actually works. And the texture of it is also kind of what sets it apart. It's like a light whipped texture, and so it's pretty awesome to. It's kind of very luxurious when you put it on.
Awesome. So with everything that's happening with COVID, there's businesses shutting down, businesses suffering, and I hear you guys are opening a second location. How awesome!
Oh, this is kind of wild. We really felt like we expected it to be kind of a hard time, but we have felt the support of our community like crazy. People have supported us curbside. We came out with a new product. We were kind of rolling with the punches and like, what can we do? So we created our version of like a antibacterial hand cream called Shield, and we were like blown away with even our medical community here, the feedback we've gotten, like it's saving their hands with all this hand washing. So it's been rough, but just kind of humbled. I'm gonna start crying.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because you're right. You're like a lot of people are suffering, and we're like, it's kind of blowing up in the midst of this horrible time, you know. So we're really humbled, and I'm not gonna cry on this interview, okay?
Right. So Britney, I think part of the reason it's blowing up, one, of course, God has a hand in it, but two, your stuff is incredible. I'm like a super crazy fan. If you open up my medicine cabinet, I have almost nothing, and I have like every jar y'all have ever made.
So many referrals from you. I know it.
I have religiously used Blemish Balm. I know it's my favorite, hands down. I have a bunch of favorites. I'm so proud that it's done here in Midland. When I get to send packages to other states, you know, some tallows going with it so that I can brag on what's going on in our town. But what have you found are your best-selling products?
You're right. Blemish Balm is amazing. We've had people get off Accutane with that. That is one of the best. Also Restore. We've had some incredible stories. We can't claim anything with the FDA, but we've had people with some really crazy skin issues that I can't legally say that we can heal, but they can do some crazy stuff too. So Restore is another one. We have a farmer out of Bosnia that hand harvests, he hand harvests with machines, some helichrysum from there that's amazing. And so those two are probably our best sellers for sure. Absolutely.
Two questions for you. One is, do you ship?
Absolutely.
And two is, I know you're going to be giving a giveaway and everybody's going to be excited, so tell us what that's going to be.
Okay, so I was thinking we could give a giveaway of some of our best sellers, an 8-ounce of our Blemish Balm here, and 8-ounce of our Restore, and some of, for COVID, some of our Shield.
Awesome.
So, and yes, we do ship. We have a lot of customers in Canada. We've shipped to Ireland. We've tried to ship to Turkey, but they, for some reason, won't take U.S. cosmetics. But we try to ship everywhere worldwide.
The next location, people not only will watch this on Fox 24, but we have family everywhere. Plus, the show goes to YouTube thereafter. Where else can they shop with you, and how can they find you online?
Yes, so our website is www.flyingcowtallow, Tallow, or you can get us on flyingcowtallow.com, or you can get us on Instagram at Flying Cow Tallow. And our new store, it was just kind of wild. We were going on we thought post-COVID vacation to San Antonio before everything kind of roused up again. And so we just had a friend there that was a realtor, and he was like, why don't you just come check out this spot? The guy won't talk to me because he won't talk to any realtors, but maybe he'll, just go check it out. So we stopped by, and apparently a lot of people had wanted his spot. It's like right in the middle of Main Street, but he's just the sweetest old man. He's like, no, I want the right company. Aww. And we told him our story, and he's like, you can do your business here. And we were like, okay. And we didn't really know how big a deal that was. His wife actually helped found Fredericksburg. We were kind of like, woo, so much for resting on our vacation.
And you know, it's like what God has for you he has for you, there's nothing that anyone can do about it. Not even.
Absolutely. Yes.
So you shine bright, girl. We are so happy to have you on the show today. Oh, and I think you're going to be giving 20% off, right? Is that
Yes.
right? Tell me
Yes.
about that.
So the rest of the month, the rest of July, you can get 20% off if you put in CONNECT, the code CONNECT at the checkout for all of your viewers. And that will expire August 1st, so rest of July.
I will be shopping.
I'm going to go
You're
stock
20.
up.
Oh, Britney, you are a doll. So happy to have you on here today. You have such a warm spirit. I wish you the best. We all do. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, well, we're going to take a quick break, but coming up, a local influencer is sharing how she built her brand and how you can do the same thing. Living with Lindsay is next.
Glam up your routine at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Whether it's company or corporate events, weddings, girls' night out, family pictures, or you just want to get glammed, get blown out and ready to go out at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Located at 3415 North Loop 250 in the Borgata Shopping Center in Midland.
Welcome back to the Connect Show on Fox 24. Lindsay Harvey launching her lifestyle blog a little more than a year ago, which you're already at close to 8,000 followers. So impressive, girl. You are sharing all things motherhood and recipes, beauty and fashion. And I'm just so glad that you're with us today. It's right on time with Natalie Sorensen. You two are peas in a pod. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, welcome. Well, talk a little bit about what sparked this passion.
So I started making jewelry, and that was kind of my creative outlet. I started that in college, and it became a full-time career for me. And then once I had kids, I decided to put that behind me, and I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was just yearning that creative. I needed something creative. I needed that outlet. And so I saw people sharing things on Instagram, and people were asking me about my lip color or, oh, where'd you get that? And I just thought, well, why not try to monetize it and have that as sort of an income, but also a creative outlet. So that's kind of why I started.
Now, I know there's a lot of women who would love to do what you're doing in blogs about so many topics, but sometimes it just doesn't click and it doesn't take off. Why do you think that is?
Consistency. It is a full-time job for a lot of people. You can't just post one day and then take 5 days off and then, oh, hey, I'm back, by the way. I mean, it's constant. It's a lot of behind the scenes work that you have to put in time. It's not just snapping a photo and posting it. There are brands you have to reach out to, and no one's just going to come to you and say, hey, we like your blog, work with us. So it's a lot of behind the scenes work that a lot of people don't realize. And if you don't put in the time, you're just not going to get the exposure.
Lindsay, take a moment to talk about that behind the scenes work. What is the behind the scenes work and what does that look like for you?
So first of all, a lot of it is communicating with your community. So for example, I get DMs from followers and it's stuff that people don't realize. And I'm constantly communicating with people, answering questions. You have to create media kits, which if you're not familiar with that, you can Google it. I mean, literally, I Googled everything. There's YouTube videos. You kind of just teach yourself, but it's reaching out to brands. It's sending your media kit saying, hey, I love your product. Would you like to work together? A lot of it is emails, purchasing things, reviewing items, just a lot of footwork that a lot of people don't see. Like I said, a brand isn't just going to find you and say, hey, let's work. You really have to work at getting out there. 5 years ago, Instagram, it was a lot easier to gain followers. And because the fluctuation of robots and like people that just want to be an influencer. So they say, oh, I want to be an influencer. So there's thousands of people trying to make it an Instagram, and they've really cut back on our exposure. So we're not able to find followers as easy as it was 5 years ago. So you definitely have to work at creating a following.
So what do you feel like you're doing that's really working to grow the relationship with affiliates to get those paid partnerships? Because I know so many influencers are really truly looking for that secret.
Yeah, so I've been pretty lucky. Market Street, I've worked with them multiple times. And I think because I'm in, Midland isn't a huge town. And so with Market Street being in Midland, I lucked out that I just so happened to be local, and they were wanting to promote a campaign, and there aren't very many people promoting campaigns in Midland. So I got lucky with that one. Also, I feel like I try to keep it real. I don't try to come on there and be like, oh, look, I'm perfectly done up every day. I try to be relatable to people. And so when I share motherhood, people just appreciate that because I try to be real. So I was able to work with Pampers. I had a son who was in diapers, and I applied to be a part of their campaign, and they just liked how I just kept it real. My son dances in a diaper. And so I submitted that video, and they liked it. So
I love that you said that about being relatable, because I think that's what people are looking for. They want to relate. They want to feel like someone's genuine. And the fact that you're a full-time mom, you've made your presence online. What are some things that you wish you would have known when you first kicked off your adventure?
That it was so hard to get followers, honestly, because you can go online right now, and some of your favorite bloggers that you follow, they have 500,000 followers. Yeah. And so when I started, I was like, golly, I finally got to 10,000, which I have the swipe up now, which makes it so much easier. But oh my gosh, it was work. It was not easy. And I wish I would have known that.
Well, before you go, I just love your personality, love your information and your authenticity. What advice do you have for someone at home right now? They're like, wow, Lindsay, you're amazing. I want to be like Lindsay. What's my first step to starting my own lifestyle brand?
Keeping it real. When you sign up for Instagram, you are going to be given free stuff. People are going to message you, Amazon sellers. You're going to get all these offers. And you can't, if you accepted every offer and gave a review on everything you got, people just aren't going to believe you anymore. Follow what you use. If you're going to share something, share what you have used, your tried and true products, because people are going to start believing you and create a relationship with you. And if I were to just share, oh, buy this, oh, buy that, I got it for free. That's just not, people see right through that. So I really think just being honest and being just authentic with your followers and open, I really think that for me, that's just been the key to my success, at least, I hope.
All right.
I'm ready to follow you. So tell us how we can find you.
Yeah, so my blog is livingwithlindsay.com, and I'm on Instagram. I'm at living.with.lindsay. And so you can follow
L-Y.
Yes, L-Y-N-D-S-E-Y. So those are the two ways to follow me.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay. After the break, make sure you stay with us right here on Fox 24. A blonde and a brunette in Midland are joining us, and they are sharing the hottest place for you to be on Mondays. We'll be right back.
Relationship, positive attitude, dynamic, success, and excellence. These are the values to ensure a stress-free and seamless mortgage loan. Hi, I'm Nikki with the Platinum Group at Benchmark Mortgage. As a residential loan officer with more than 17 years of experience, I know how to take the hassle out of the borrowing process and get you into the home of your dreams. My team is focused on building relationships, and we do whatever it takes to ensure a dynamic and successful experience every step of the way.
Well, we are wrapping up your Saturday morning with a little bit of fun. And these two will truly crack you up. Welcome, Kristina and Marnee, to the Connect Show.
Thanks for having us. We're really excited.
So happy to have you. You know, I say you remind me of like a local Cat and Nat, but you say it's more like Hoda and Kathy Lee. And I can do that too, because I love all four of them. Talk a little bit about what you have going on Monday nights.
Dear Monday, it's just our time to sit and talk about our week, what we've got coming up, what we've done. And then Kristina has done a really good job with theming our Dear Mondays.
We like to do something that will highlight Midland. That's our main purpose, is to bring local artists and restaurants and venues to people, because when we both moved here, and that's what we talked about in the beginning, is that you couldn't find things. You had to search, and it was word of mouth. And it wasn't.
And we've had some bad experiences. Like when I first moved here, I had my roots dyed orange. You know, and I was spending every weekend leaving and going back to Fort Worth or going to Lubbock to get whatever I needed done. And so, you know, there's such a big upside here to Midland.
So how did you guys get it all started? Like the Monday nights, or how did it all start?
Well, we were having a girls' night one night.
Girls' night in, just the two of us,
having some pizza and wine, and we just knew that we wanted to do something, but we didn't know what we wanted to do. So about 3 hours and 3 bottles of wine later, a blonde and a brunette in Midland was born.
The greatest ideas come over wine and pizza. So you're on the right track.
So that's awesome. And knowing both you ladies, you're both so sweet, but also know the fun side. So which one gets in more trouble?
I would say Kristina. I would definitely say her. I'm more the one that's like, okay.
She's the rule follower, and I'm like, what rule?
That's awesome. Now, I love how you focus on Midland, because I'm the same way. I'm a big fan of Midland. There's so much here that people either don't know about or need to be highlighted. And so how can people connect with what you're doing so they can learn about all the awesome things you're highlighting here?
We just launched our website and blog. So www.ablondeandabrunetteinmidland.com, but
so long.
That's all we can have. And then our Instagram, I mean, that's where we started. And so that's where we're at. Kristina's the pictures. So a lot of the photography you see is her, and then I'm more the words. That's kind of how we have everything broken up. Yeah.
I'm already ready to come hang out with you guys next Monday night. So I need to know where to find you to watch this show, to know about y'all's fun. And I'm wondering if you could ever change your hair color, because you're the one in the brunette. I mean, are you locked down?
No, due to quarantine, it got really close to the brunette and the redhead.
Yeah.
I
didn't have to make that change.
I decided to go blonde when I was about 16 years old, and I have not looked back.
I used to be bleached blonde, and it was horrible. So I'm definitely better as the brunette. Like
we said, we know our place.
Yeah, we do. We know each other's.
We both have our lane. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get in that one.
Thank you so much for being with us today. And let's give you a cheers. I think you have a little bit more on this Saturday morning. You guys make it a great week. We'll see you right back here next week on Fox 24.
Bye.
Bye.